Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is DJ Beanpole back at it again. This is my fourth and final little AI sports miniature review here. I'm actually on my way to the gym this morning and thought I would talk to you guys about it real quick. Let me do some fancy driving skills here. We're going to talk about AI Sports HGHpro. Now, I consider myself pretty in the know with pre-workout ingredients. When it comes down to HGHpro, there's a couple things in here that I was familiar with, and then everything else I didn't really know what they were. And without actually having me sit down and research it a little bit more, I don't really know what to tell you guys about some of these things. But the claims on here, let me look at this little packet. Optimizes human growth output, increases muscle mass and strength, provides amazing deep, restful sleep naturally, and decreases recovery time dramatically. So I'm going to talk about a couple of those things. Is it going to optimize human growth output? I have no idea. In my opinion, probably not anywhere on the scale that getting actual HGH injections would get you to. So I'm going to say this is nowhere near farm grade human growth hormone. It's just not going to happen unless you're actually getting the injections. It's a nice idea to think that it might help a little bit. I'm sure that some of these ingredients in here, there might be studies that have shown that the HGH output, is a little bit higher, but maybe in the long term, taking this for a while. I only had 2 sample packs. It was 4 pills, 4 purple pills, and I tossed them back on an empty stomach about 30 minutes before I went to sleep. So I would think maybe perhaps in the long term, this might be something that could help with that a little bit, but otherwise, unless you're actually going to the doc's office getting the injections, I don't think that it's not gonna be the old method of the needle's not gonna be outrivaled here by some pills you're popping. So I'm just gonna say that. However, I will speak for the facts that the past 2 nights I have taken it. Usually when I go to bed at night, I have to fight going to sleep. My body just does not want to shut down. It usually wants to watch whatever's on TV. The past 2 nights I've taken it, I had to fight. I did not have to fight. I lost the fight to sleep. I'm sitting there watching TV, my eyes are starting to get heavy, my eyelids were starting to close, I'm starting to get groggy. You just want to turn everything off and go to sleep. So the past 2 nights, I've had no problems going to sleep, and then usually when I am asleep, I feel like I'm a very light sleeper. The dog can bark, it'll wake me up. Maybe some of the hardwood floor might crack, and that'll wake me up. I'm thinking, what the hell, is there somebody in my house? This stuff reminded me of when I had my wisdom teeth taken out. I remember them putting the anesthesia in, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up in the recovery room. Everything's done. Your teeth are pulled out, you're good to go. Now you're gonna look like a dumbass with this wrap around your face with eyes to help your cheeks. For those of you that have your wisdom teeth taken out, you know what I'm talking about. That's how I felt on HGHpro. Not necessarily anesthesia type results. I mean, I don't want to scare anybody away from the product, but man, it knocks you out. I took both those pills, got the groggy feeling, went to sleep. The next thing you know, it's the next day. It's morning. Boom, all of a sudden, slept right through the night soundly. I feel like I didn't even change positions while I was asleep. I would fall asleep on my side, I'd wake up, I'd still be on my side. It was really strange. So, yeah, definitely some nice, deep, restful sleep with HGHpro. And then another thing I would like to say about some of the claims that it made on the label, now that I can finally stop driving, I can concentrate on you guys, was that it says it reduced recovery. And the first night I took it, I had just done, it was a shoulder day before that. It was it was barbell military press, then it was dumbbell press, and then it was also some shrugs and stuff like that. And I hadn't done any of those in a couple months, so the DOMS, the delayed onset muscle soreness, kicked in really fast and stayed with me for a while. My traps were really sore, my delts were really sore. It kind of hurt to do this. I went to sleep on the first night of taking HGHpro, and when I woke up, things were better. The soreness was gone. I felt, I wouldn't say 100%. I mean, it was still a little achy, but all that just tight tension that you feel, especially after like a leg day when your hamstrings, like you're afraid to sit on a toilet just because you don't want to bend down. Like all that was gone. Everything felt nice. I kind of woke up. You wake up more relaxed. You feel a lot better. I feel completely refreshed this morning. Usually I wake up and I feel like there's just a haze in front of my eyes. Woke up this morning, was really looking forward to going to the gym, ready to get at it and go do things. Now it says that it'll help. Let me look at this again. It's going to increase muscle mass and strength. Well, that's probably a long-term claim. I can't really talk about that just because I only took 2 sample packs. Has my muscle mass and strength increased in 2 days? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there's any way to really measure that. The time span is too short. However, the other claims, nice, deep, restful sleep naturally, helps you go to sleep, helps you stay asleep, wake up feeling refreshed. I certainly feel refreshed. That was probably the 2 best days of sleep I've had in a long time. Increases your recovery. I would have to say that absolutely. And then does it optimize human growth output? I mean, I don't know, kind of like the strength thing. This might be something I would need to see long term. But in terms of you guys out there that are looking for maybe a sleep aid and something that has some other benefits to go along with it, absolutely. I would recommend HGHpro for anyone, especially just based on the benefits of the sleep alone. Pop 4 of these guys, go to bed, wake up, ready to start the day again. So this is DJ Beanpole giving 2 thumbs up. Well, here's 1 thumb, 2 thumbs, whatever, for HGHpro. AI Sports. This is the end of my little mini review of 4-part series for AI Sports. Big shout out to Sam Cordaro for hooking me up with all these products to try for them. And stay tuned, guys. Got a lot more reviews coming, a lot more pre-workouts, and some other products, some fat burners too. We're going to start doing that. You know where to find me, djbeanpole.com and at djbeanpole on Twitter. Stay tuned.